In 1972, Delos was open to the public. It consisted of 3 fantastic vacation resorts: Roman World, Medieval World, and Westworld. It was a computerized paradise where nothing could go wrong. But 76, Delos is about to reopen.
We have invested more than $1.5 billion to rebuild our equipment.
Its problems have been corrected.
We have replaced every circuit.
Its technology has been perfected.
The new Delos is not only the most fantastic resort in human history, it is also fail-safe.
And an incredible new world has been the world. Starring Peter Fonda, Blythe Danner, Arthur Hill, and Yul Brynner as the gunslinger.
Program the blast-off sequence. 5, 4.
The ultimate vacation resort. Fully programmed for your pleasure.
That face terrifies the living fuck out of me. I'll tell you that right now. So for most of you, let's assume most of you are younger than me. I was born in a different time, okay, where the main actor of a TV show had an imposter that looked and sounded just like that person, whether it was a spy or the main character had amnesia, or different minds were in different bodies, like Freaky Friday. So one mind was in another body, one mind is in another body, right? Or kids ran away, or kids are runaways, like 10-year-old runaways run away from home, or in the case of the imposters, you had robot imposters that had no face, but they had the strength of 10 men, and they talked like this, and they are coming after you. Like, it's just so fucking strange. It's just the no face, it just turns my stomach. I would see this in The $6 Million Man, The Bionic Woman, and Lassie's Rescue Rangers. So they would have no faces. You would hear the like when a circuit really shorts out, it makes that buzzing sound. It sparks, and it's everything you come to expect. For those of you who are older than me, you can go to sleep. You don't have to worry about my opinion here. You already know how these things freak you, and now it's real, right? But if they freak you the fuck out, and yeah. So it's Peter Fonda and. Who passed away. I remember that he tweeted against Trump, and then he had to take it down, and he apologized on Twitter. And then he passed away in 2019. So I don't know. Maybe he probably would have thought better now. He would have been a big Trump supporter, I'm sure, because just you got to see the error of your ways. And Blythe Danner, the mother of the psychopath Gwyneth Paltrow. So, yeah, that freaks me the fuck out. The no-face robot, they're lumbering like zombies, okay? These are scarier than zombies, okay? People think zombies are scary from Resident Evil and Land of the Dead or whatever, but this is scarier, okay? Yul Brynner's still Yul Brynner. I've never seen Westworld. I have not seen the original 74 classic. And I've not seen the HBO remake. And then there was a short-lived TV series. I don't know if that was any good. But if it was anything like $6 Million Man and Bionic Woman, it's probably something. I don't remember if there was ever an episode. I've not looked this up, and I don't know if I'll ever look it up. But I thought there was an episode where Jake, the robot dog, right, the German Shepherd, took a bullet for Jamie Summers. Am I incorrect in assuming this? I'm trying to remember things I remembered from 1986, okay? And I somehow, my 8-year-old memory remembered this. Maybe I'm completely off. I don't know if the dog died, but the dog took a bullet for her. I think that's what happened. Maybe I just remember things differently. Maybe I'm being dumb. Anyway, Futureworld, yeah, this is and just like any movie like this in the 70s, okay, you had Alan Ludden guest starring at the beginning of this with a game show, right? Big game show. He gets to so the winner. We never see what happens to that guy, do we? We know that he gets sex robots, women. He gets to go skiing. He gets to go into outer space, but it's all like Disneyland. It's all a virtual thing, like Frontierland and Tomorrowland. And I think that's what this was supposed to be. Like Westworld was supposed to be a knockoff of Disneyland, right? So, yeah, this was a very scary looking thing. I don't know if this is a remake, if I'm looking at the remake of this, or this is a sequel. What is this? No, this looks like a remake. This probably is a damn remake. Yeah, it looks like a remake with Lucy Liu there. I see. I see what's going on there. Oh, fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Goddamn Futuro. Yeah, I just ugh. And then the one scary scene. So at the end of this movie, of course, we see that they're not robots. You could just imagine if they were robots at the end, their eyes would glow red or they would sparkle white, right? And then you freeze frame it, and then you hear the dramatic piano music as we fade to black. Like you just still see the eyes, just like at the end of Where No Man Has Gone Before in Star Trek. We see the eyes at the end. Like, oh god, that would freak me out. But no, fortunately, the heroes survive and the robots lose because that's the way the movie has to end. But I kind of thought, oh, well, how do the two people get together anyway? How did Blythe Danner and Peter they're supposed to be professional, and then they decided, oh, let's go mess around. We got nothing else better to do. So they decided they're a couple. There's a lot of like plot holes. Like, why does the Blythe Danner robot lean to one side in the close-up shot? The robot's like taken out, but she's on the other side, lying down. How come the robot doesn't look around when he's looking for Blythe Danner in the house? Um, there's a lot of like, how can the doctor not recognize his own creations between his creations and the humans at the end of this movie? There's a lot of plot holes everywhere. What happened to the guy that was there at the beginning? Now there's a guy that's working there, right? But he gets stabbed by the Peter Fonda robot. Uh, so this guy that's got the no face, he's still playing cards. There's a lot of like when you go to the beginning of the movie, right? You have this giant door that leads to the fake space rocket, and you see like a real life like Punch Out game, Punch Out in a sort of a 3D chess, and you see different games, different lights and holograms everywhere, and you see the different worlds people can be in. But then you get inside the root of it. It's evil robots versus people. And the one scene where I guess it's a dream, but it always reminds me of the Incredible Hulk, where the pilot for where Bill Bixby, David Banner goes and turns into the Hulk, and like it's the surgery scenes with all the with the horns, the soft horn section and the piano music that you could only hear in a '70s TV show. It's like holy shit. It gives me. I stayed awake half the night thinking about that shit. God damn it! It's that '70s stuff that I used to see when I was a kid. Okay, and it just stays with you when you're a kid. I guess eventually watching Star Trek: The Next Generation, Superboy, Saturday morning cartoons, anime, Robotech, right? That stuff kind of washed out that stuff out of my head. But before Star Trek: The Next Generation, before anime, this stuff was in my head a lot as far as what science fiction was. I was like, oh shit. And yeah, there's a whole scene between Blythe Danner and Yul Brynner. Uh, the Yul Brynner robot was dismantled in the first movie, I think. And here we are in the second. And yeah, this. Hey, old people, doesn't this take you back? Does this take you back to 1975, 1976? Holy shit! I was just looking at Pam Bondi, who's supposed to be part of Trump's cabinet, right? And she's like almost 60 years old. Can you believe that? That woman is almost 60 years old. Not as old as Kamala Harris, but she's looking good. Pam Bondi looks great. Fucking hell. I'm sure she remembers Futureworld. Holy shit, this movie. So, oh fuck. I can't look at that. I cannot look at that. So I don't know what this is. So let me see here. You got Lucy Liu. I don't know who this is. Somebody. That looks like Mila Jovovich. Futureworld. Holy shit. I don't know if this has any relation to this movie, but yeah, these images would terrify anybody, right? Futureworld. Look at this. I don't know what that is. Yeah, this is the station where. So this is where the Peter Fonda and Blythe Danner robots are made, because you had to know that they were going to have robot duplicates. And so it seemed unclear if they were going to be, if the robots would win in the end. It's just not clear. All right, it's time for me to give my score because this movie is just terrifying to think about right now. I'm somewhere between a 3 and a 3, maybe a 3.3 if I really had to rate this. I'm like, it was fun to watch, but I don't know. It just gives you nightmares, I think. And next time you see Whitney Cummings,
What's Your Name was a comedy. Sandler.
be sure to ask her about her robot.
She really wants to chime in.
So you never gave her a name?